instead of the EU after a string of cabinet outbursts. And he demanded Mrs May take the phony threat of no deal off the negotiating table in Brussels as the clock ticks down to March 2019 with still no plan. Despite publicly shooting down her Brexit plans, Tory ministers have been rewarded with an invite to a pyjama party at Chequers, he declared. Meanwhile, thousands of skilled manufacturing jobs and the future of whole industries in Britain are at stake. Mr Corbyn hit out at Prime Minister's questions as Mrs May prepares to summon her entire cabinet to Chequers next week to sign off her plan for trading goods with the EU. Read More Latest PMQs news. The invite to the entire cabinet, not just the 11-strong Brexit-backing war cabinet, has prompted speculation Mrs May is about to announce a soft Brexit. But talks have been marred by a series of public spats among Tory ministers about the way forward. Read More Latest Brexit news. Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson is said to have declared business at a private event after Airbus warned it could pull investment out of the UK. Meanwhile, Cabinet Minister Andrea Leadsom has hit out at Mrs May's plans for a customs partnership, one of two models the cabinet must choose between at Chequers. Speaking at PMQs, Labour MP Mary Creagh sarcastically claimed mop-haired Boris was expressing pithily what a hard Brexit will do to British jobs. Mr Corbyn said Business Secretary Greg Clark stressed firms are entitled to be listened to with respect, while Boris takes a very different view, using an Anglo-Saxon term. He demanded to know which one Theresa May agreed with. This party and this government has always been a party that will back business, the Tory leader insisted. I take her response as a thumbs down to the Foreign Secretary, the Labour leader replied. With Jacob Rees-Mogg relocating his hedge fund to the eurozone and John Redwood advising his clients to disinvest in Britain. Meanwhile, in the real world, Mr Corbyn said, Swindon Honda employee Andrew was warning his job hangs in the balance, while Tory MPs jeered at him. Mrs May accused Labour of trying to frustrate Brexit, even though Jeremy Corbyn has been rather a Brexiteer himself. She said Labour had a plan to break Britain. And she said, if Labour's leader was concerned about aerospace jobs, he should not voted against expanding Heathrow Airport. In a rare move, she even quoted top Corbyn ally Len McCluskey, General Secretary of the United Union, who backs the airport's £14 billion plan for a third runway. But in a taunt at Boris Johnson, who fled the vote, Labour's leader shot back, while the Foreign Secretary didn't back it either. He was helping the aviation industry by spending 14 hours in a plane for a 10-minute meeting in Afghanistan.